everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie and today we're going to play with our scraps. That we all have a lot of scraps from book pages, just paper. And I think that this is what I want to use today. I have a ton of it. Usually I use them to make my master boards, as you might have seen. If you haven't, let me show you one. Come with me, sweetie. Whoop. Up. This is how I do my master boards, just with book pages, okay? With scraps of book pages. So, and I was looking for something to do today, and I thought, well, let's use the scraps in other ways, and I have no preconceived plan, but we'll see what we can do as we go. You might want to make sure that your scraps are sort of reinforced. This is something that I had glued together before. Apparently I used the rest. I have Atlas paper, which is quite thick, so that's fine. Not going to double it. I have paper like this, which is too thin. So this one I've actually glued and it's not dry. And then I have other sorts of pages. And I was going to glue them all beforehand. Samy, descends. And then I saw all the little pictures and I thought, you know, these are cheap things that we can reuse. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go through the whole of my pages and I'm just going to cut these out because I think that we will be able to decorate our little pieces of ephemera with actually our scraps. So you might not have the same pages as me. I have some vintage pages, I have some antique pages, but it doesn't matter, any pages. And the best are this sort of pages. These are from an encyclopedia. And this one probably is a bit old, but maybe not even vintage. And this one I've coffee dyed. You can use them. I mean, they all have lots of illustrations, regardless of the period they were made in. So just grab them and cut out all the interesting pieces that we can then use as ephemera. Next to me, I have a pile of things that are interesting. I have, let's just have a look. Maps, illustrations, etc., that I just took on my my scraps. And I have quite a lot of them, so there we are. So I'm going to put them all on the side. And then, where are you? I found this page. And why is it in my scraps? Because it's torn. Should it stay in my scrap? I don't know. I'll decide. Maybe I'll use it. So here we are. Let's look at what we can do with all these lovely pieces of paper. So, what should we get first? I think I want to stick to my coffee dyed encyclopedia. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in two, like this. And I am for sure going to glue it like this so that I can make it sturdier, and then we'll see what use we'll make of it. Let me maybe select my pages. We could make you like this. So I haven't decided what is going to be what ephemera. No clue. So it's not really random ephemera because usually I use my bits and pieces that I've already sort of started, or material like packaging and things like this, but not necessarily book pages. Actually, not book pages. I don't think I use them for that purpose. So I'm just selecting a couple. Oh, we have a lovely illustration here. Let's just remove it. There we go. Maybe this. Just, you know, take what appeals to you. For sure, I'm going to take... Oh, these ones already backed up, apparently. You not, and you not. I'm going to take some maps. So 1, and maybe a different one, 2. I also have this. It was a book I had, and I don't like comics. So I've used some comics to make backgrounds, and maybe I can make use of these. So I'm going to take them out, and they're quite sturdy, which is something I do appreciate. This is actually sturdy, so nothing I have to do there. And here we have music paper. Yeah, I need to glue them together. And I know I have this one, which is already glued. So I'm going to remove all the rests. I'm going to glue what needs to be glued, and I'll be back. So everything is dry. I think that the most easy sort of thing to make are just tabs. So what I would do is just, cut out a certain number of tags. I'm trying to get pieces with colors that I'm interested in. So we have 3. Maybe we can have a bit more. There we go. And there we go. So that's it for the whale tab. Up. More scraps. Okay, let me put them here. Then I have a map. Now with maps you can do a lot. Obviously you can make tabs. Up. So A1, A2, 3, and 4. So obviously we're not going to leave them like this. We're going to see how we can decorate them afterwards, if we need to decorate them. Okay, I'm putting you on the side. Hup, flowers. I like to cut 2 of these, put them on top of the other, and then sort of bind them with a brad. Oh, brad. Okay, so let me get a piece of paper. So I'm going to do a 1. And then I'm going to try to remove the paper. I'm going to make 2. Okay. Oh, come on. And I want, no, that's it, I think. We only need 1 flower like this. And we're going to make, again, a flower out of paper. You're not glued, are you? No, you're not glued. You're too white. What can we make? Maybe this one. 1. And then a second one. There we go. You can punch all sorts of things. I'm just going to do these ones because obviously we don't have 3 hours. Okay, so more stuff. Put them on the side. You could as well use some dies. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that or not. But in the meantime, what can we do? The easiest thing with this, as it's a square, I suppose it's an envelope. Let me first, how am I going to do this? I need a ruler. Okay, Sophie. Oh yeah, well that is really, really a complicated measurement. So what I'm going to do is this. And I'm going to fold it the other way around. So that I know where the middle is. And then I'm going to fold like this. Like this. And then I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Oh yeah. And I'm going to do that. And we are wonky and proud of it. Okay. You are quite sturdy. So I think I can make sort of a tag. I am going to remove the white parts. So that's one. That's two. You really need to let them dry because otherwise you won't be able to rip the paper as you want to. So yeah, I'm going to cut the top because I haven't done it. And I'm just going to make my corners. If you hear the dog barking, it is Sam, as usual. At the moment he gets his nose out, he's barking. Okay, so that's another piece of ephemera. What else do we have? What will I do with you? Now, first I'm going to make it straight, sort of. Shh. Like this. And same on the other side. Okay. And I'm going to remove a little bit here. There we go. What do we want to do? We could make writing cards, couldn't we? So that means that we'll have to put some coffee dyed paper on the back. I'm going to round my corners. Then what do we have? We have this. We have this. We can make maybe an ink box with this. Or not, because I can't reach my paper trimmer. Let me see. I'm going to put that on the side. What can we do with you? We can make something that folds. We can make sort of a, not a folio, but something sort of like that. So I'm just going to, again, remove the parts that I don't want. And the idea with this is just to make, you know, A, use of what we have, and B, don't spend, you know, a huge amount of money just for the sake of making ephemera. Because they can be pretty as well. I think that to decorate, I'm only going to use things that I did fussy cut out from books. And then I'm going to use maybe stickers because, yeah, they're cheap. What can I do with you? That make you straight. Yeah, we'll see. Postal stamps. Use digitals to decorate them. By all means. Okay. We'll see what we'll make of this. I'm not rounding the corners because I don't know what I want to make yet. Okay. Here we have a big one. What can we make with this? Let me think. We can make a flippy flappy thingy. I think it's that, because it's quite firm now, the paper. It is still brittle, so I don't want to fold it, because that is old paper. But, you know, paper doesn't need to be old, and paper can be coffee dyed. So just make something that you think looks nice. I'm going to keep this part, and I'm going to cut you in two, because like this. There we go. Up. We can always make something out of this. This big one. Again, I think I can make some sort of folio. Not folio, holder for something. We'll see. So this one. And that's two. And then we'll see what we do with this one. And with this one, we're just going to make sort of a policy envelope, aren't we? Just because we can. There we go. Flappy thingy. And the bottom fold. Like this. Okay, so we have quite a lot of things to do. I want to try to make a flower with this because, I mean, why not? There we go. Okay, so let me put this on the side. So we have our little flowers. I'm going to take some, stay there, some ink. And I'm going to ink my little pieces. There we go. I'm going to ink them as well. I've had this book for the longest time, and yeah, really not my thing. Yeah, I'm not into comics. That's, you know, everybody's got something they like or dislike. Okay, I'm going to ink the rest of these pieces off camera so that we don't. This was my traveling bag of washi tapes when I went to my parents, when I actually didn't craft at all. So what could we have? I want one that is not that thick. Well, you could be okay. So these are all my cheap, mainly all my cheap washi tapes, because I need to use them. So they're from Action, from Chinese websites, which is not good, I know, but you know. Sometimes. Okay, we have enough to do there. Let me see. I think it's going to be the last one I picked. Yes. So on these, you could also use labels from Digital Kits. Sorry. Or you can make your own, because that is quite easy. But I'm going to keep them simple. So just washi tape, okay? And you have a writing card on which you cannot write. So what can you do? You can grab your pocket of scraps taken out from my pockets are just scraps, sorry again, of papers on which you can write. And I've taken all sorts. Again. So what I would want to do is grab some papers. We're going to go for the simplest now. This is a scrap of coffee dyed paper. Brilliant. That's, you know, do this. You can rip it as you want. You can rip it, you can cut it, you can do whatever you want. That's up to you, as long as there's some writing space. So ink it with the right ink, that would be better. Like this, or don't ink it, that is up to you. Glue. Oh, my daughter is singing. She has a beautiful voice. Nowadays, I don't hear her singing that much. There you go. You have a writing spot on your writing card. So that's another one that we've done. Where did I put you? Little pieces of ephemera. Who do we have? Okay, we have tags. Let's make tags. Okay. Tags, technically they're easy to make because you can put anything on a tag. I am going to get what? I have my mushrooms. I have animals. Maybe an animal with a mushroom. Okay, Sophie, you're a catastrophe. A catastrophe. Nice, but a catastrophic. Okay. I'm so sorry. But I am how I am. I am messy. Okay. Flower. And flower there. Okay. So we have tags. We have washi tape. And we have animals. Let's see. Dragonfly is too big. Okay. You're too big as well. We have a squirrel. That one is not too big. And this one we could put butterflies. Do we have a second one? We do. I don't know if I want this one. Oh, this one has no fillers, but that's okay. I think that is going to be fine. I'm just going to ink them. This is the one. Yeah, fillers, sometimes I leave them, sometimes I take them out. Depends on my mood, the tremor, and my goodwill. Which sometimes isn't there. Do I want you like this? No, I want you the other way around. Okay, so let me ink this one. This one had an accident. It lost its fillers. Poor thing. Okay. And we're going to go even simpler than we did with the other one. Okay. There you go. I could use a wet wipe. I could. There we go. There we go. We don't necessarily need more than that. Let me just put a hole. And an eyelid. Oh, yeah. There we go. We have a lovely tag. Cute. You, Mr. Squirrel. I think these are coming from some of the Dutch books on animals that I got from Margaret and Corina. Not this time when I went to the Netherlands, but the time before. I think they're from the Reader's Digest, and they have them on animals, flowers, butterflies, I can't remember, trees for sure, and then I don't know. Look at that. Look at the cuteness. What can I add there? I could add some fabric tape, maybe. Homemade fabric tape. I have lots of colors, and it's just what's it call it? Fabric glued on double-sided tape. So nothing very complicated here. Sorry, my voice seems to want to leave me. Look. Just double-sided tape, homemade. You can cut these with a paper trimmer if you want to. It works. I am going to be daring and use my scissors. And I just want to have a piece on the side. I am going to ink it. So I've done it with a fabric that I thrifted, and I've also done it with some fabric that I had ordered ages ago from AliExpress, I think. And yeah, very cheap, but they made lovely, lovely, lovely tape. Sorry, I had to get concentrated. There you go. There you go. Where am I going to put you? Here? Here. Oh, maybe on both sides. Let's see. First here. Like this. And maybe a smaller piece on the other side. Again, you can use labels, anything you want. But I just feel like having them very, very simple today. Sometimes they're so easy to peel and sometimes they're not. There you go. And again, crocodile. God, I am shaking. Shaky, shaky. I keep on forgetting to tell my doctor. Oh, I have to call him. Very cute. I like it. Then here I have something that I wanted to make sort of a flippy flappy thing with. I think that we could have this. I will glue some paper on the back of each tag off camera so that we don't lose valuable time. A bit of ink. Some glue. Oh, hello, gentlemen. Please forgive me. I am gluing you. There we go. We have a lovely first page. Inside. What can we put inside? I think inside. Thank you, Sam, for sharing that with us. I can get postcards. So this is one of my boxes with bits and pieces of postcards. I have tiny pieces like this that I can use as pockets. Like this. What am I going to get? I want something else. Maybe this one. Okay. So again, nothing fancy. I am going to make some little pockets. So now I just need to choose what I want. Oh, I have a golden star. I could do this here. I know, I'm thinking and it shows. Okay, so let me see what I can do. What if I do this? Then I'm gonna do this. Use postcards. Very cheap. And very nice. You can do so many things with them. I don't think I need to distress it. So a bit of ink. And I'm going to glue it on the side as some sort of a tuck spot. Like this. No, the paper is upside down. And to be honest, I just don't care. Like this. And in the background we could put some stickers. What do we have? Nah, not convinced. Huh? I know you're not either. Come on, Sophie, you can do better. You can do better. Do we have some other butterfly? We do, but they're not necessarily the ones I want. Okay, let's see. I'm going to cut as much white off as I can, not damaging the little one. It's just because I don't like this sort of borders. Makes me think, Margaret bought the machine, is it a Cricut? I thought about it, but I also enjoy fussy cutting. I don't know about you, but I do enjoy it, and you know, for the moment I'm able to do it. So I think I'm just going to resist. And also the fact that I fussy cut makes me know that I have some things, whereas if I let the machine do it, I will not memorize anything. I'll get lazy. And believe you me, my brain doesn't need help to become lazy. Okay. Let me ink you. And I'm going to keep the butterfly because I can. There we go. Did I just bump my head into your camera, yeah. Okay. So, we got interrupted by a delivery. My new washing machine has arrived. And that is a relief, believe you me. I think I'm going to put this one as a sort of belly band. And I'm sorry, I have to eat a sweet because I have no more saliva in my mouth. Apparently, that's one of the beauties from menopause. Yay. So, how am I going to do that? How am I going to fix it? I could put brads. I could, couldn't I? So maybe I will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it and then I'll put brads. Ooh. That was a lot of effort putting the washing machine on the thingy with wheels. Oh, phew. Too much excitement for Sophie. Yeah, new washing machine. Oh, I'm too warm now. Oh, my life is so terrible. Foam. I'm kidding, huh? Okay, you were there about, 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago we had a pokey tool. And now it seems we don't. You won't get rid of me that easily, pokey tool. I will find you. Or not. Oh my God. Told him he wouldn't resist. Found him. 2, 3, and 4. Brads. Small ones. If we're lucky, we should have some here in the magic box. But it could be that we are not lucky. We have some that are black. Do we care? Because the other ones are too big. Too big, too big, too big. We have some white ones apparently. Ah, there we are. Tiny ones. Okay. 2, 3, 4. You want a bigger hole? Well, there you go. There. So that was the excitement of the day, the washing machine. And then I'm going to have to plug it. Test it. It's bigger than the one we had before. So that makes me happy. Sorry about the sweet. But it's really annoying. That's where you realize that saliva is indeed useful. did I go so much on the border? Nobody knows. Not even me. Okay. We're gonna have medical tape on the rats. Maybe. There. Oh, come on, Sophie. All the postcard bits were gluing to my skin. Okay. So I think I'm going to have fabric tape all around. Most likely one that I made. It'd be easier with a paper trimmer, but I can't reach it. So that's the way it's going to be. I'm gonna, no, I'm not gonna leave it like this. Okay, I'm gonna get this. See, sometimes it really comes without an issue. There we go. And then on the top. There you go. We need something at the back. We did have bits and pieces there that I took from the pages. So they are somewhere underneath. We have a fish. We have butterflies. Too small. Too small. We're almost done. Oh, if I can get you out. No, Pericles. You're not coming with us. Okay. I think that fish it is. One thing that I've noticed, just in case, when you want to glue some of these sort of papers, type of paper, if I were you, I would use Bart and not Art, because as Art glitter glue dries very, very fast, when you do what I'm doing now, it leaves the marks of what you put the glue through your image. So it's bumpy and it's not as nice. So that would be a piece of advice, if I may give you one. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as is. Oopla. And I've lost everything I've done so far. Okay, my other bits and pieces. We have an envelope, which I'm going to glue, because that's the first thing to do. Oh, actually, that was originally the portion I wanted to use as the flap, but what's done is done. There you go. Do I have smaller scissors? Yes, I do. I'm just going to remove that bit. There you go. Not really sure what to put on it, to be honest. Some sort of vacation image. Well, we are using postcards. And rightfully so. Because pretty, lovely material, and you know, you can age them, you can do a lot of things with them. You can punch through them. You can make all sorts, really. There you go. And we can now grab some postal stamps. Again, they don't need to be antique. They just need to be. And I'm sure you can find them easily wherever you leave. Okay. I said postal stamps. Come with me. No, that was the other way round. Okay. What can I put on this one? Österreich, Austria. Okay, maybe another one. Norway. No. Messy, 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 messy. And again, I am late because I didn't sleep much. June woke me up because she wanted to go out at 3 in the morning. And I've been up since. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I could nap. But I'm not going to. We could do this. Da, da, da. But I'd rather she wakes me up than she doesn't. And actually, I like to be the only one awake in the house. It's a moment I really, really like. Don't ask me why, because I don't have a good answer. But yeah, I like it. So I did knit. And my dog's cake. No. Oh yes, Sophie, you're going to put it here. Yes, yes, yes. You see, that's a happy accident, because it's even better than I wanted to do initially. I'm going to have it as a closure, so you can tuck. Once it's glued, obviously. You can tuck the flappy of your envelope. So I'm going to let it dry before I do anything else. Okay, what else do we have? What do we want to do? I have more flappies. Oh no, I have one flappy and maybe a writing card this way. And I got this from one of the books, one of the pages. So if I manage to fussy cut it without tearing it, and that is not necessarily guaranteed. Concentration. So today is the first day for Aiden. He's learning to drive buses. So he is now in the sort of school. We are lucky. This is training, and the license will be paid by our unemployment agency, because they help you get training so that you can find work. And we are missing bus drivers in France. And that's on the floor. Shh, 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 shh. C'est moi, j'ai tout fait tomber, c'est moi. So, yeah, we're lucky that way. Isn't that gorgeous? My God, that was quick. I'm not sure I can really ink, because the paper is really, really fragile. This came from a magazine. I think it's a youth magazine. No, not the bait. There. So you can make complicated collages. You can make a lot of things, but you can also do very simple things, because they work as well. And sometimes it actually feels good not to overdo things. Look at that. It's just pretty. It is just pretty. I will glue something on the back afterwards. Okay, so that's one. Okay, so I've checked the time, and unfortunately we used a lot of it. So let's see what we've done today. We've made little tabs from scraps. You can decorate these. You can put a piece of lace. You can put a button. You can stamp on them. You can do anything. Then we've made this little, they're not clusters. I'm not sure how to call them. They're flowers. You can stick them on the page, on the corner, on a pocket, on a tag, wherever you want. So we've also made this one and this one. Just checking that you can still see them. No. We made an envelope with a we made an envelope with a closure that's made from postcard. That's made from scraps from an atlas. Postcard, stamps. Not very complicated, right? We made a little this with some little pockets. So we glue just a picture there. Here we made a little tuck spot. Here is a belly band where you could put stuff. And on the back, just a fabric tape and a nice fish. Sorry. She's probably going to bark again. Then we made a tag with fabric lace and a squirrel. And on the back, I did put some piece of a... Oh, sorted. So this is a piece of an atlas representing the sea. But who says you can't use it to write on it? Then this one with the butterflies, well, actually the moth. And on the back, I just took, it was a page, maybe you can see there's writing on the back here. It was a piece of a page that we can use as a writing spot. Then we've made this little one, which I found really, really cute. We added some washi tape. And we have a piece of coffee dyed paper on the back. And then last but not least, we've made this beautiful card, a writing card, and with a lovely illustration. And on the back, I've just collaged bits and pieces of paper on which you can write. So, well, that's it for today. I love using book pages, so I hope you've liked it too. And I'll be back tomorrow. Can't tell you what we'll do because I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure I'll find something. So in the meantime, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.